Hey guys, I haven't made a video in like a week or so. I've been really slacking and I'm sorry. But I got a new puppy, and if you follow me on Twitter, or you have me on Facebook, or you're friends with me on Instagram, you have seen pictures of her. Her name is Bailey, and she is a Great Dane. She's 7 weeks old, and she's really cute. Anyways, I am going to be demonstrating how I work my pump, how I fill it up. I'm going to check my blood sugar afterwards too because I'm not feeling real well. I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty high. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it and get started. So right now my pump is not connected to me whatsoever. I don't have the cartridge in, or the catheter in, nothing. I have nothing. So I have to start by taking these, as I showed in one of my videos, the what holds the insulin, and it comes in like 3 different pieces, so you kind of have to put it together. And then it ends up looking just like a needle. I don't use the vials. My doctor just never switched it over, so I just still get it from my quick pen. But I do it, it's done the exact same way. These things can be aggravating sometimes because the little thing doesn't like to stay in its spot and it comes out and it makes it difficult for you to pull out the insulin. And I got some air bubbles in there. I don't know if you can see it, but you got to get rid of those. You can't, I mean, it's just like insulin. You can't have, in the syringe, you can't have bubbles. Okay. So now that that's full, I think I lost the lid. That's okay. Oh, no, it's under here. Okay. After that's done, I have to rewind my pump. And that's just so that there's new room for the new cartridge. You pull the old one out, and the tubing. This is what it looks like now, and this is what it'll look like when it's finished. As it's rewinding, I normally like to try to get this set up, because sometimes it takes a while. Okay, and I just had to change the battery in my pump, so it says full rewind required, so it takes just a little bit longer than normal. I plug my tubing into where the insulin's at. My blood sugars have been kind of up and down lately, so that's why I'm thinking it's high. I've been slacking off. I don't know why I've had a lot of trouble this week, like getting any motivation to check my blood sugar. My doctors thought I had a thyroid issue because I sleep all the time and I want to sleep constantly. I'm always tired. But all my blood work came back like in the normal range, so now I'm waiting for more tests and more blood work. But I see my endocrinologist in April, so hopefully they figure out something. It's really, really frustrating being poked and prodded at all the time to find like one little thing that could be wrong with you. So I guess that's why my lack of motivation is so high this past week or so. Okay, now the rewind is finished. You put the cartridge in this hole and you twist the cap on so it stays, and it says load cartridge and attach cap. So I hit continue and it's loading. And it's finished loading, so I hit continue. I have to prime it, and which means it just lets insulin flow through the tube to make sure there's no like clots or anything, so that you get the insulin that you're putting into your pump. So you may see it drip out. Yep. Okay, so it's primed. And now I pull the packaging off, and I pull this back, and I pick the spot, and it's in. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. And then I hit fill cannula, and I usually do about 1 unit just to, make sure that it gets flowing through there. And that is done. So now that I have my pump done, I am going to test my blood sugar. I'm a little bit nervous to test it because I know it's probably going to be really high, but we'll see. And like I mentioned in my other videos, I use the One Touch Ping, One Touch Ultra, and I really like it. It controls my pump too, and I have never really had any problems with it. And my blood sugar is high. It is 427. That's really bad considering I haven't ate since 1 o'clock today, and it is now 10:03. So I'm going to bolus. I guess that's why I feel so crappy right now. I'm going to go to easy carb, although I'm not eating right now. I'm definitely not going to eat until that blood sugar goes down. So in the carbs, I'm going to put 0, and I'm going to add blood glucose, 427. It alerts me and says my blood sugar is high and I need to test my ketones. And it is telling me to give 7.65 units, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So now it's going. It delivers, meter tells my pump what to do. So they work together. Which is pretty neat. It's pretty awesome. Technology has come such a long way. It's basically like a pancreas on the outside of your body, which is great. Next best thing, I suppose. Like I said, I haven't really had a lot of motivation to do anything or to get on top of testing my blood sugars like I'm supposed to, and I go a couple days without testing regularly, and that's really scary. You should never do that, and I always feel really guilty afterwards. I'm always like, why didn't I just take the 10 seconds to do it and know what it is instead of always guessing? Because it only takes the one time to guess wrong, and you could end up in a really, really scary situation. But I'm not going to lie on these videos and tell you guys that, I'm the best at checking my blood sugar regularly, at least 4 times a day, or before meals, or before bed, or when I wake up, because I'm not. It's been really hard. It's still hard. I figured making these videos would at least give me a little bit more motivation, and it has. It's given me, all the people that are positive and telling me I'm doing such a great job, and giving me really great feedback. That's awesome. It's amazing, and it makes me feel really good to know that, y'all are hearing what I'm saying about diabetes, and this is real life. This sucks. It's not ever something that anyone is going to easily accept into their life and their lifestyle. I wish I would have learned more about the disease as I was a child and as I was diagnosed, but I was 6. I didn't know what was going on really. So I'm sure that eventually it'll become easier. I hope it'll become easier. But I'm trying, and making these videos helps me too, as much as I hope it helps other people. It's just, I'm going to have bad days. I'm going to have days where I don't feel like talking about diabetes or feel like making a video about it. And that's kind of where it's at for me right now. But I'm going to push through that and make them anyways, because this is something that I really want to do, and I really want to talk to people through the good days and the bad, and just everyone aware that, you know, yeah, it takes 5 seconds to check your blood sugar and like 5 seconds to tell your pump what to do, but it doesn't mean it's not like mentally exhausting having to think about how different your life and lifestyle is compared to other people. It's just, it gets me down a lot. So, but I'm really glad I made this video tonight. I will try to make more and more frequently. I'm sorry, I'm slacking. But I hope this video, since it was kind of a more serious video, that people understand that, like, I feel like crap right now because my blood sugar is 427. I feel sick. Like, I'm tired, thirsty, I'm nauseous. I just feel really, really worn down and sick. And this happens, I get this feeling every time I have a high blood sugar. Every time. It's not like my blood sugar gets high and I feel good. It's not like that. It's not like lows. Lows are treated very, very easily. And generally they go up pretty easily. Not always. Most of the time they do, though. And it's a different feeling I get in bad moods when my blood sugars are high. So this video may seem kind of depressing, and I don't mean to make it depressing. I just want to document that, like, it's not always positive, and it's not always a good experience with diabetes. It's kind of the opposite most of the time. Anyways, I am going to end my rant and end this video. Please subscribe to my channel and comment, please. I need people to ask me more questions so I can make more videos. Excuse me. Share this on Facebook because I always post it on my Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And subscribe. Thank you for watching. Good night.